Halt! I implore you to hold your weapons, or the Lady Rigmor will be summarily executed. The Countess of Bruma is charged with treason, and will stand trial at the nearest opportunity. She will be taken to the Imperial City prison to await the arrival of her attorney. No harm will befall her, as long as you comply with the law. You are to remain here under house arrest for the time being until further notice.
It's okay, Dragonborn. I'm kinda glad it ends this way. I feel kinda relieved, in a way. Have Malitham take care of my things for me, and whatever happens at the trial, don't screw it up, okay? I might not get another chance to speak to you in person again, even during the trial, and I know we talked about all this before, but if I don't make it, please don't blame yourself. I just want you to know that you're the best thing that ever happened in my life, and that I love you with all my heart. Goodbye, Dragonborn.
You made a very serious misjudgment coming here. I know it's no consolation, but no one knew about her ties to the Mede dynasty. It was a complete surprise. Suffice to say, she kept her secret well. Please, sit. Actually, I came to ask the same thing. Why would the Countess come down from the mountain and pledge her support? She was protected under international law. However much the Emperor demanded it, she was well within her rights to ignore his demands. Unless... yes. She thought we knew, didn't she? Of course. And I bet you prepared for this very situation in advance. But pray tell me, what of the Alduin boy? Where does he fit into all of this? Was she involved in a plot? I must admit, though you had me fooled, I thought this was all about the struggle for power between the noble houses, and the joining of the Houses of Bruma and Alduin was part of the plan. But it wasn't, was it? Sir Robert's proposal, for whatever reason, was seen as a way out. The Countess was prepared to make that sacrifice to live in peace. I can understand why she made that decision. With what she knew about herself, she must have felt very scared, even desperate. The trial will take place tomorrow. I've already sent word to her court advisor. He will arrive in the morning. They will need evidence to find a verdict, or they will have to let her go. She will be interrogated and offered a chance to confess in return for her freedom. But she will have to give up her titles and leave the province. I do hope she has some resolve, as confessing won't help her, not now. Whether she be acquitted, banished, or exiled, they will hunt her down, and they will be relentless. I have my reasons for telling you this. You see, I'm rather fond of the Countess. But my loyalty is to the seat of the Imperial throne, not who occupies it. You must know that I will pursue the bidding of the Emperor, no matter who, no matter my personal opinion or thoughts to the letter of the law, and execute any orders I see fit to protect and serve with absolute, unwavering ruthlessness. It isn't personal, but it's vitally important we understand each other. Good. I'm glad you understand, because if you listened carefully, if you paid attention, what then, Dragonborn? I'm also here to escort you to the Imperial Chamber. Lady Sethius requires an audience. You will be able to talk freely to her, with impunity. Please, come this way.
Need something? Yes? Yeah. Yes? Huh?
Ahem. Guardian and protector to the Countess of Bruma, my lady.
Leave us. Come forward, Guardian. Or should I say... Dragonborn. I summoned you here because I wanted to see you up close, in the flesh, to look upon your face. Please do not tell me you are just like the rest of them, play-acting the good, high and mighty champion of the poor, downtrodden. Good does not always mean right, but you of all people should know that, if you call yourself a person. What are you, a half-breed or half-beast? You're a product of your environment, nothing more, nothing less. You are what you are, a cold, instinctive killer. It would take more notice of a pain in your little finger than the destruction of a whole entire nation. We are one and the same, you and I. Don't make me laugh. You are the epitome of hypocrisy. How many dragons have you slain to become what you are now? How many of their souls have you violated and sucked into your essence to attain your power? Far more than I. A soul is a soul, Dragon Slayer. It matters not from whom you take it, but the very act itself. How many men, women, and children have you slaughtered without a blink of an eye? Or a remorseful back glance at some poor wretch you left lying in the snow in a pool of their own blood? Yet you are already judge, jury, and executioner because of some entitled moral high ground. You killed my children, Dragon Slayer. My brood. Did they not have a right to live, to grow, and to multiply? Yet you took it upon yourself to execute them all, not content having saved your ward. And with true righteous bigotry, you delivered the sentence of death where you had no legal right, leaving them lying in their own bloody fucking mess! I like you. It's such a pity we're on opposite sides. I would make you my emperor and discard that weak fool. He has already outlived his purpose, if you can call it that. Is the Black Widow wrong to devour its mate the instant it's copulated? It is within the nature of the beast. The endless cycle of life and death, play to a backdrop of a world that could care less. Surrounded by a cold, harsh void that is eternally trying to strangle and crush the very life from a world it considers an intruder. A blemish to be expunged from its cold, eternal darkness. I piss on treason. I could crush Blackwell's skull like a chicken's egg. Do you know who I am? Come now. I know all there is to know about you. It would only be fair to extend the same courtesy. Anything spoken between us will remain exactly that. Blackwell has no jurisdiction here. Let's be civilized. If entities like us can indeed be considered that, there's so much I would like to talk about. Before I married the Emperor, I was called Morag Bal. I am a daughter of Cold Harbor, but you know that. That's boring. You want to know why I am here in this ancient seat of lost elven kings? I'm afraid there's no real reason. No divine subterfuge, and certainly no sacrifice to be made so a spurned monster can fulfill its dream to become a living god king. No, none of that. Sorry to disappoint. No, I exist only to play the game, to divide and conquer, to sow the seeds of discord. Sethius is just one of many in a long line of pathetic hosts that has led me to this palace. Very good. Oh, how we would make such a perfect couple, you and I. Just imagine for one moment, Dragonborn, a daughter of Cold Harbor, empress of all of Tamriel, no, all of Nirn, with the champion of Boethia by her side. We would fulfill the Elysian prophecy, and I would be the queen of a golden age, and you would be my king. Father would be very proud of me, and I would even give you the daughter of Azura to do with her as you will. I would even make her a duchess to preside over all the counties of Cyrodiil if you wish it. Keep her, let her go, marry her off to Bobby. Or we could adopt her and she could be our princess. We would never age, we would never tire, and preside over Nirn for a millennia. I understand. I really do. Rigmor is your only concern at this moment. And I must commend both you and her betrothed who unwittingly placed her in a prison cell. With your ham-fisted attempt at courtly subterfuge, it was most laughable. Not forgetting the excellent job you did of guarding and protecting her from exposing her secret, because I would never have guessed otherwise. But of course, Daddy did help me out a little bit, and is such a wealth of information at times like this. But I don't want to keep you from... Well, actually, I'm not keeping you from anything, am I? But you must be tired and could use some sleep if you want to be fresh for the trial tomorrow. I am sure you must be looking forward to that, because I am so excited. Which reminds me, I promised Rigmor I would pop in for a friendly chat. I hope you don't mind. After all, she is the reason we are standing here at all. Come again? Reason for what? Guards! Escort the Guardian back to her room. The only way out is to play the game, Dragon Slayer. Get it right, and you both go home.
Guardian General.
We are sorry, ma'am. But you must return to your room. This way, ma'am.
I'm Anus, and this is Crispus. We were with you in Whiterun, Quintus Legion. Got sent home as I got myself wounded, General. Heavy fighting on the border. I took an arrow.
Took an arrow in his arse, more like.
Sod off, Crispus. You're just jealous of my medal.
Stick it a year, and they give you a bloody medal.
Crispus is a bit salty we got lumbered with punishment detail.
We're meant to be on temporary leave from Hammerfell for rest and refit. But Aenus got us sent here for drunkenness.
We went down the market district after drinking some of that old special brew Tessio keeps under the table. Ended up in a fight with some sweets. You know, civilians.
Luckily, we only got given menial tasks, due to them bolstering the guard in the prison district.
They're shitting their pants. Something's got them rattled.
Don't worry, man. Aenus and I consider ourselves veterans.
Yeah, we're the real Legion, not this jumped-up new lot.
Here we are, man. We bid you farewell.
Was an honor, General. What about that? The Guardian bleeding...
Ah, how is our noble guardian this fine morning?
Well met.
Sefri volunteered to go. I'm far too old and decrepit, but Rigmor needs me. Sefri also asked me to pass on Azura's blessings. I'm here to defend Rigmor. The trial will begin soon. However, the Lord Chancellor has requested we meet in the Temple Gardens. Good if you're discussing state affairs and freedom of information, in this case, preparation for the trial. Bad if the information you tell him is detrimental to the Emperor's continued reign. So, watch what you say.
They won't let us see her, not until after the trial.
Come, let's get the ball rolling, shall we?